I thought this was potentially a fucking joke. I thought that Shawn Porter would go ahead and fight August 26th on a preliminary Fox card as a quick tune-up with a quick turnaround versus Danny Garcia, at the welterweight division, but that's seeming very bleak right now. This your boy CJ Goodfellas. Let's enter this boxing clinic talk. And it seems that we reported it was Collazo. It was reported that it was Collazo, Jesse Vargas. Now it seems like Danny Garcia is real belief out here. Strong rumor, well, medium rumor, that Danny Garcia might go ahead and face Brandon Bam Bam Rios next. Brandon Rios has been on the record saying he wanted to fight Danny Garcia a long time ago when he still had a little buzz. And apparently the Shawn Porter fight might not happen. You know, as far as, Shawn Porter, issuing a challenge, and then Danny Garcia, accepting the challenge, and now it looks like he might go a different route. Now, I'm not sure, it's just a rumor. I'm not saying this is concrete, this is Bible, or whatever. But if Danny cherry-picking Garcia does do this, I mean, can it really get worse than the Rod Soccer talk? Can it really? I mean, I think he got the worst of the backlash for fighting Rod Soccer. And, if that didn't bother him, I don't think any backlash in boxing that's in the realm of possibility or realm of reality will bother him. I think he just doesn't care anymore. You can call him whatever you want to call him. He don't care. If he takes this Brandon Bam Bam Rios fight, fuck him. I mean, I'm not even putting this dude in the same breath as any of the top welterweights. And what they're doing to Errol Spence is criminal. It really is. Everybody wants to fight everybody except for Errol Spence. And for Errol Spence, it's just, it's sad to say, but he got some of that Paul Williams aura around him. He got that Paul Williams syndrome where, Paul Williams had to, do what he had to fight who he could fight at welterweight. Wasn't nobody going out their way to fight Paul Williams. Wasn't Floyd Mayweather looking for Paul Williams. Pacquiao wasn't looking for Paul Williams, Sugar Shane Mosley, Zab Judah, whoever was around that time, Miguel Cotto. None of those guys was looking to fight Paul Williams, and that's the type of moniker that Errol Spence has taken on now. And what's crazy about the situation is this, man. Danny Garcia don't give a fuck. Remember Bishop and Juice? I just don't give a fuck. He don't care what people say no more. He don't care. And this is a fight that, a lot of people gonna say, oh, I'm not gonna watch it. But at the end of the day, I think like 600, 700, 800,000 people, 800K, I think, somewhere 736K, it was some high number, it was under 1 million, still tuned in to watch him fight Rod Soccer. So as much as you're gonna tell me, oh, I'm not watching this fight, if it's on PBC, you're going to watch it. Especially if it's not another fight on that night, and it probably won't be. You're going to enjoy this fight. Or be forced to enjoy this fight. And, stylistically wise, I don't think Brandon Rios has anything left. I think he's a shot fighter. I mean, his best weight was lightweight because he had a size advantage over everybody. I remember him beating down Anthony Peterson, who was a decorated amateur. Well, he was beating him down. And then Peterson started going to the low blow and found a way out and got disqualified. I remember him, packing on weight, looking weight drained at fights, then packing on weight. 140 was a stretch for him. Now 147, he ain't got nothing, for 147. He barely eked by Diego Chavez, I believe, and Danny Garcia just looking for the easy way out. And if I'm Keith Thurman, if you give this motherfucker Danny Garcia a rematch before you fight Errol Spence, man, fuck you too. If Keith Thurman fights Danny Garcia before he fights Errol Spence, or Shawn Porter before he fights Errol Spence, he's a punani. Let's keep it real. I don't think he's looking to fight Errol Spence. I think he really gonna not fight Errol Spence unless he's really forced to. Unless the bag is right, But it's criminal what they doing to Errol Spence. I'm sorry. This is I'm gonna have to do a video on Earl, but we gone.